Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Inside Makeup Podcast, where we talk about everything makeup and beauty related. I'm your host Gabri, and I'm very excited about today's guest. And I know I say that about everyone, but today's guest is super special because it's somebody that I see regularly for my skin, and it's somebody I've referred a lot of people to. She has really transformed my skin and a lot of my brides as well. So I'm very excited to introduce Jazz from the Beauty Divine Clinic.
Oh, thank you so much for such a lovely introduction.
Well, I mean, I remember when I came. When did I first come to you? I don't remember.
It's been a couple of years.
And I thought my skin was amazing. But you know, when I had loads of spots. I don't really break out as much anymore.
No.
But I do think, obviously, my diet and stuff has helped. But I do think it's the products that I use as well, and how simple my routine is.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I wanted to just ask you about your brand name. How did you come about Beauty Divine Clinic, and what's the story?
So, it's been, I think, about 9-10 years. Actually, no, more.
Really?
Longer than that, actually.
What, that you've had that name?
The name, actually, tell a lie, it's actually probably about 14-15 years. Because
I didn't know that.
I qualified in 2005, yeah. With my beauty. And then I did start at home at my mum's house, having like a little room, a beauty room. And the words beauty and divine always kind of resonated with me.
Yeah.
The word divine, you know, making like ladies being goddesses.
Yeah.
Something eternal, beauty. So that those kind of words always resonated, and I thought that would just sound great in like a name for the clinic.
No, it
was
is
actually
nice.
Makeup I was doing at the time as well.
So did you use that name for makeup?
Yeah,
as
so
well?
it's covered both my makeup and my beauty skincare business. So it's covered both bases. I just love the name.
Oh my god!
I didn't want to just do divine and beauty and have it simple. I thought I'd just turn the words around and.
No, it's nice. Your logo's nice as well.
Yeah.
For everyone that has been to Jazz's clinic, I wanted to start off by talking about my skincare regime. Because I know when I came to you, I think I was doing a lot of different things to my skin. I think a lot of people do because of social media.
Yeah.
Like the 10-step skincare routine.
Yeah.
But I think mine is 1, 2, 3, 5 steps.
Yeah.
And that's including my SPF.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start off with my favorite. The Soothing Cleansing Gel. This, guys, is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And it smells really nice as well.
It's an amazing cleanser. I think everyone kind of overlooks how important cleansing is.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most important parts in a skincare routine.
Yeah.
And some people tend to do like lots of exfoliation in their cleansing.
Yeah.
And over cleanse. Whereas it should be nice and your skin should feel nice and hydrated after cleansing. It shouldn't be feeling squeaky clean.
Yeah, and I think I used to do that.
So I ask a lot of my clients when they come for their consultations, how does your skin feel after cleansing?
Yeah.
Like it feels nice and tight and squeaky clean. It shouldn't feel like that.
Definitely not.
So this is a really nice cleanser. I know nice is such a basic word.
No, but it is.
But this actually just does everything.
Yeah.
It takes your eye makeup off, your mascara. You can actually double cleanse with the same cleanser. You don't have to have
I do that.
a separate cleanser. There are times when I do recommend 2 cleansers. But this literally covers all bases, and it's so safe to use for I use it on my daughter. So it's
it's for everyone, all skin types, right?
All skin types, yeah.
And then after that, this is what I use, guys. I use the Environ moisturizer, but there's different levels to this.
There are different levels. So Environ, the basis is a step up program using vitamin A and vitamin C.
Yeah.
You basically make your way up from level 1 to level 5 and incorporate retinol at the later stages. So your skin's constantly changing, constantly getting better. So vitamin A is responsible for stimulating collagen, which helps your fine lines and wrinkles.
Which we love.
So, which obviously you don't have any of at the moment. But as we age, it's something that we can't prevent happening, but we can delay.
Yeah, exactly.
Aging. So the sooner that you start, the better. So yeah, I love incorporating retinoids into a skincare routine.
It's great for brown skin as well, basically.
Any skin type.
Really?
Any skin color, any skin type. It's great for pigmentation. It helps reduce oils, balance the oils.
Well, pigmentation is something that
that all brown skin needs to take care of. Yes.
Which is why I use this, guys, as well. These are
It's
my
a cult
personal
favorite.
things, by the way. Like, I actually use these.
Yeah, it's my cult
But the
favorite.
even tone correcting serum.
So this is a great pigment inhibitor. It's got a lot of pigment inhibitor ingredients in there.
Yeah.
So what that does, it helps stop excess or reduce excess pigment forming
Yeah.
under the skin, and also helps even out the skin tone that you have, any pigmentation that you have. It's something that you would always be on. I know a lot of people think, oh, I just need to get rid of this patch of pigmentation and it'll, you know, I don't need to use the product again.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't. It's something that you would always be on because we have brown skin.
Yeah.
We are pigmented.
Yeah.
Loads of things affect pigmentation. So it can be your hormones, stress levels, diet, medication, your gut health, being out in the sun, obviously.
Yeah.
And it actually takes about 10 years for the pigment to form under your skin before it comes out onto your skin sometimes.
Oh my God.
So it's not a quick fix. So it's something that you always want to be on to prevent extra pigment forming. Because it is going to come back sometimes. Because you can't. We're not going to stop living.
Well, it's skin.
It's always there.
Well, I feel like when I came to you, my pigmentation was what I thought it was bad.
Yeah, it was not.
But that's when I did micro needling.
Yes.
And I know loads of people talk about micro needling. Like, does it hurt? Like, what is it? What does it do?
Yeah.
I felt for me, my pigmentation did reduce, and I just liked the overall appearance of my skin, to be honest, after the sessions. And I had 3 sessions.
Yeah, 3 sessions. So it's normally recommended having a course of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Depending on what your skin goals are. But for yourself, because we were just more about evening out the skin tone. And just general skin rejuvenation. So a course of 3 to 4, I actually recommend once a year if you have no skin concerns.
Yeah.
So having a course of 3, you actually increase your collagen by up to 400%. So it's always great to have a course of it once a year. And it's great for evening out skin tone, evening out pigmentation, because it also helps kind of exfoliate the skin, speed up the skin cell turnover. But it's also amazing for lines, fine lines, wrinkles, scarring.
So would you recommend
problems.
it for 30 plus people?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
You can, if you have no skin concerns, but you want it more for prevention, like age prevention, then yeah, definitely have it even like in the late 20s.
Because there's so many things on social media that people talk about hydra facials, this, that, the other, and then everyone thinks that they need to do it.
I know we always speak about hydra facials.
Yeah, actually, talk about hydra facials, because you're not the biggest fan of hydra facials, are you?
It's not a bad treatment.
Yeah.
It's a nice treatment to have.
Okay.
But it's not life-changing how everyone thinks it is, because majority of my clients who have had an hydra facial, I've had one.
Yeah.
It's a nice treatment to have. I'm not going to slate it.
Because a lot of the brides that, because I literally tell everyone about you, but if for whatever reasons they're unable to come to you, like distance and stuff, they all say, oh, but we've booked a hydra facial the week before our wedding.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that a week before the wedding, especially if you've not had it before.
Yeah.
You would want something hydrating, which you'd think hydra facial is.
Yeah.
But it is also quite exfoliating.
Okay.
If you've got no sort of skin concerns or minimal skin concerns, then yes, it's a nice to have.
Yeah.
Like pre-event or something. But I'm not saying have it right before the wedding. You need to have like a couple of weeks before. So if there is any sort of fallout, then it's like kind of gone by the time of the wedding.
What does it do?
So it's exfoliating. It's like a deep cleanse, basically. Exfoliating the skin using different acids, hydrating the skin at the same time. I think there's an element of LED in there as well. But I think their marketing is just so amazing. Even I fell for the marketing. I had a choice between choosing a hydrofacial machine last year, or my Tri-Wave LED.
Yeah.
Personally, I knew that I don't need the hydrofacial because I've literally everything that I have in my clinic is the results that you get are far superior and long lasting. But I was still falling for the marketing because the marketing is amazing.
It is. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. But then I went for my Tri-Wave, which is actually life changing. The LED treatment you've had as well. It's a nice treatment to have, but I think people forget that it's just a nice treatment. It's not going to change your acne. It's not going to. If you've got an acne concern, I would avoid it. It's too much. It's a water version of a microdermabrasion, basically.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't want to do on like active acne.
Because you aggravate the skin,
Yeah,
right?
and I've had clients who go and have these treatments, and it's actually aggravated it more.
Oh my God.
So it really depends also where you go and whether they've got other options and whether they recommend other options to you, even if you book for a hydrofacial, which I find a lot of people don't do.
They don't. This is why I like coming to you, because you're quite honest. You're like, you don't actually need this, but I think you need this. So now when I see you, I'm just like, just do whatever you think my skin needs.
Yeah. I think majority of my clients are like that.
Yeah.
There's so much out there.
Oh my God. It's confusing.
Like social media, TikTok, and
Yeah.
even I'm not even on TikTok because I just
It's
handle another
overwhelming.
social media platform.
Yeah.
But there's so much information and misinformation, or a lot of it's just advertisements. So obviously it's going to look
Marketing.
amazing.
Yeah.
And when people go and book a facial, they don't actually know why they're booking it,
Yeah.
what they're booking. So they just book like the hydrofacial, for example. Whereas when you come to my clinic, it's more of a skin journey.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
most of my clients have been with me for years, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like my brides, for example, past brides who got married last year, some of them, they've been with me before they even had someone.
Yeah.
So I've been
that's
through their whole
crazy.
journey of getting engaged, finding someone, getting
Yeah.
engaged, going through their events. And now post-wedding, they're still coming because skin doesn't stop. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You still want to take care of your skin. So it's more of a skin journey, and I
Yeah.
have like a no BS sort of approach.
Mm.
Yes, you want to sell, it's your bread and butter, but I think people mistake skin therapists like facialists.
Yeah.
If they're trying to sell you a product, they'll think, oh, I'm just trying to sell a product, and
Yeah.
it's, you know, just want to make some money. It's not. I actually want more results for you than you want. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
We're rooting for your results. We want those results. So it's so important to be on a skin journey. It's not a quick thing.
No.
So a lot of people have been with me for years. And it's more of a maintenance program. Like going to the gym, you're not just going to have 2 training sessions and you're like done.
Yeah.
It's something that you're going to be doing every month, every day, every week, you know. Not that you'd have a facial every week. If you can, you can.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But it's something that you want to always constantly look after, and it's consistency.
Yeah. I know that if I haven't been to you for a few months for whatever reason, like I do see the difference in my skin, and then I book in like right away.
Yes.
So, I mean, also when I don't really wear makeup anymore because I'm so comfortable with just my skin, and I get loads of compliments on it. But I have worked hard with you on it, and I continue to use all the products like all the time.
That's the most important thing. Your home care is actually the most important thing. Just like your diet, isn't it?
Consistency.
In a routine. Your skincare at home is like your 70-80% of the work. And then your treatments, your in-house treatments are doing work at more deeper level, which you only need like once a month, once every 6 weeks, depending if you're on a maintenance program or not. So a lot of my clients come once a month. It's their 1 hour, 90 minutes, just me time.
It's very nice.
And so they'll book in for like a bespoke facial, and I can do whatever I think. It's not like, so it's very hard to make a skin plan sometimes for people. You don't know how their skin's going to change over time. So I don't have like an approach where you need to have 6 of these treatments and then we're done. You're not going to reach your goal, because it's skin. You don't know how long the string is. So
that's so true.
I'm just going to work every month, every day, every month. And there's a lot of fear. Like I talk with my clients over WhatsApp, or if they want to have any questions, it's always a message away or a call away. It's
because you don't know how your skin is. Like I remember I had a bit of a reaction to something once, and I messaged you straight away, but then it calmed down after a few days. So skin is skin.
Skin is skin. Loads of things affect it. So if you're trying out new products, then you might have a little purge. So, we work through that. You might eat something and have like an allergy, so I'll help you through like calming that inflammation down. It's always changing. Skin is always changing. So it's not like a one-step program for everyone.
Oh my God, no.
So like if someone comes to me and says, I want pigmentation removed, it's not, that is probably the hardest.
I bet you get that a lot.
I do. I have messages like, I have pigmentation. I just want, what do I need to do to get rid of it?
I'm getting married next month.
To just do, like, to tell you, because it's so many things that you have to incorporate. That's why consultation is so important.
Oh my God,
So in my consultation, we'll go through your diet, we'll go through your stress levels, we'll go through how often you go to the toilet, you know, because all these things make a difference to your skin, gut health. It's not just a one-stop, you just need this product and you're going to get rid of your pigmentation,
No,
or
but people
have a
think
treatment
that.
and you'll get rid of your pigmentation.
But again, that's because of these little videos on TikTok
Yes.
where they're saying, "Oh, instant results," and we all want instant results,
Yeah,
but it's not
I know.
realistic.
All those products that you see on TikTok or Instagram where they have like a cream or a mask, you put it over your nose and all the blackheads come
That's
out.
not true, guys. It's not true.
No, it's painful to get blackheads.
Yeah, please don't believe stuff like that.
But a lot of people do.
I know.
A lot of people
But
do.
because they don't know about skin, right?
Yeah.
So it's like me, like I don't know much about skin. I've learned a lot from you and I know enough for my brides and stuff. But like I would believe something, for example, just because of marketing, and someone who's not into makeup, for example, they would buy every different type of powder even though it does the same thing because they don't know about it.
Because they don't know it.
So
I have clients who've come literally bought their 2 or 3 bags full of skincare.
Oh, no way.
And you don't actually need that many products.
Yeah, it's wild.
There was a time where one of the brands was very popular where they used single ingredient products and people were using like 15 different products because this was in niacinamide was good, or alpha was good, or this. So whereas you can just get one product which does it all.
Everything, yeah.
You know,
it might be expensive, but it keeps you going for 6 months. So in a way, it works out.
Yeah, expensive doesn't always mean great. So there are brands that are premium, high fashion brands.
Yeah.
But then not. Their skincare, everyone falls for it because they think, oh yes, am I allowed to name names? I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
So if you get like Chanel, oh my god, so if you get like a Chanel cream or La Mer or something like that.
Oh my god, La Mer.
I used to fall for a La Mer when I think we all did. But it's like glorified Nivea.
And it's like £350.
I paid that when I was younger and I didn't know
much.
Oh
my god.
I felt amazing. You just feel like you're doing amazing.
The packaging is great. The service is great.
Yeah, it's luxury. It makes such a big difference. But you don't have to go expensive for great products.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, if you're going really cheap, it's not going to be effective enough if you've got a specific skin concern. So I'm from the belief that you want to go for something a bit more professional skincare grade.
Yeah.
So medical skincare grade. I know that's not an actual term. It's just been coined as a marketing term.
Yeah.
But it just means that it's a bit more serious. Like the skincare is a bit more serious.
Okay.
You'll actually get results. You have to have a brand where they've got clinical research behind it, not just their own consumer.
Yeah.
You know? You want brands. If you want results. You want a product that has clinical research behind it that actually proves it does what it says. Otherwise, you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you not get like a £6 vitamin C.
Yeah. From Boots or something.
From Boots, but just for the sake of having a vitamin C. Vitamin C is probably one of the hardest ingredients to actually encapsulate and actually work effectively.
But there's so much out there.
So many vitamin C's because it has to be. Has to be away from sunlight. It has the bottle it's in. It's so important. It has to be airless. So the droppers and things like that. It doesn't really. It's not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's already oxidized by the time.
So it's not doing anything, and we're using it.
No.
Damn.
So it's so important to if you want results, to make sure you go for the right brands or the companies that have the research behind it.
Well, the results I've seen for the brides that I've sent your way, or even just the clients, are amazing.
Some of them are amazing.
Yeah, Kiran Padham. Yes. Oh no, Kiran. I don't know your surname actually now. But your skin is amazing. Yeah. She did everything with you, and her skin transformed.
And you can actually, if you look at my results, I haven't put a lot of them up yet because I'm really bad with posting.
Yeah.
But if you look at her. The program that we did, again, it's not something that we set right in the beginning. This is
a good tip for brides, by the way, this kind of.
So we started, I think, 6 to 8 months before her wedding. Ideally you want to do it as long as possible, so if you could do a year as soon as you get engaged,
but 6 months minimum
if you've got no sort of concerns.
Fine.
Not too much.
Yeah.
And her skin transformed so much. I was so happy. I'm so happy when my clients get results.
Yeah.
It's people think it's just that it doesn't make a difference. It makes such a big difference to me, because I know I'm doing something right then.
And the makeup's that so differently, so much better as well.
Her makeup before she's had the skincare and after, so you probably saw a difference.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like, and her skin's glowing now.
Yeah, it is.
And I have clients who are so used to coming in with makeup and leaving with makeup because
that's crazy.
They weren't comfortable not having makeup on their skin. And to see that transformation,
that's nice.
They actually don't need to wear makeup. They don't feel like they need to wear makeup on a day-to-day
That's the
basis.
best feeling ever.
And that's what I do. Why I do what I do.
Yeah.
It's for that, the feeling that you're comfortable in your own skin, which you should be.
Yeah.
And I think after COVID, that became a big thing.
Oh my God.
So people started taking care of their skin.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about bridal skincare prep. Like, what should brides do? How should they prep their skin months before, the week before? Like, any tips for them?
I'll show you some products which I think are amazing to incorporate into the routine.
Yeah.
But generally, as soon as you get engaged, or that you're going to be getting married, I would book in for a consultation. And then we can do sort of like a rough skincare plan of how to go with the treatments.
Okay.
If we haven't got any sort of major skin concerns like acne or pigmentation, then it'll be your general maintenance facials every month.
Okay.
And then your skincare at home, which is the most important. But if you have skin concerns, then the treatments would obviously vary depending on how often we do them and which treatments we do.
Yeah.
In terms of products, these are some of my cult favorites for brides. So,
oh my God, I've used these.
Brides, just generally.
General.
This is a game changer.
Yeah.
You've got
They
these,
are good.
Right?
They are good.
And the price is a lot. But it honestly, they're amazing. I can't even. You can actually tell when you've used these. The next day, your skin is like glass. It's literally glass.
And you don't just need to use it on the. I use it on my underarms and stuff as well.
Yeah. So the good thing about the peel pads, so they've got glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and lactic acid.
Yeah.
So salicylic is great at dissolving any sort of congestion, scooping out the dirt in the pores. You've got your lactic, which helps hydrate. It's also got a retinoid in there, so alpha-ret, which helps.
Everyone's favorite word.
Retinoid. Which helps with your fine lines and wrinkles. So not only are you exfoliating, you're actually helping anti-aging purposes as well. And you would use this like 1 to 2 times a week, maximum 3, depending on what we recommend. For yourself once.
Yeah, I just do it once.
And then whatever's left, it's just they're individually packed. You get 30 in a box. And
let's open it and see. That's what it looks like.
Individually packed, you get 30 in a box, and
that's quite a lot.
Once you've wiped all over your face and your neck. Don't forget the neck, because the neck is the one that ages so quickly.
People always forget about the neck.
Everyone forgets about the neck.
That's what it looks like.
And so once you've done the face and the neck, whatever's left on the pad, I just wipe it on my arms, leg. You get texture from wearing leggings on your butt.
Oh my God, KP
so
guys,
everywhere.
Strawberry legs.
And it actually makes such a big difference.
Yeah, these are amazing.
And you put it on your face and you wake up with glass skin.
I do like these.
It makes such a big difference.
This is why, I mean, you don't mind investing in something like this when it's good for you, and exactly. These are good.
There were times when people used to use apricot scrub.
I was one of them.
You'll be surprised. I still have some clients who come in using apricot scrub.
I didn't know if it was available
as a cleanser. And I'm like, oh, can you just put it in the bin?
That's really bad.
Yeah, I think even I used it when I was younger. You just thought that squeaky clean feeling is like amazing. It just means I've cleaned my face properly.
Oh my God, no, guys, stay away from it.
You're actually damaging your skin. You're going to age quicker.
Yeah.
So now I think the exfoliation is more gentle in terms of you don't want to use harsh scrubs.
Yeah.
So this is more of a chemical exfoliant.
No, it's nice. It is gentle.
It's just spicy. It is a little bit spicy, but it's gentle in the way you're not scrubbing your skin and you're not micro-tearing your skin sometimes. Which scrubs do. Depending on what scrub you do.
Oh, okay.
Apricot scrub is
definitely does that.
So this is amazing. You would use this at night only.
Okay.
And then I always couple it with.
Oh, I love these
hydrating oil capsules.
I love these.
You can actually open one up if you wanted to.
Oh my God, these are amazing.
These are literally hydration in a little capsule. These are not to be ingested. These are to be applied.
Don't topically. Eat them, guys.
I did have one. Thankfully, a client actually messaged me before they were about to take it. I was like, no, you need to split it open.
Oh my God.
So I'll show you how you can split it open. You put it on your hands.
This oil is super soft. Like it's like butter and it smells amazing. It's very velvety. Oh my God, I love it.
beautiful.
Thick as well, which I like. It's not too thick.
But it's not one of those oils that just sits on your skin and you're like, oh, I've got oil on my face.
Oh my God, this smells really good.
And this helps smooth out your texture as well as hydrate the skin.
Yeah.
So when you've done your routine at night, you've done your peel pads, you've put your moisturizer on or your retinoid, then if you've got an event the next day, or if you're a bride, brides, you would use this probably for the month before the wedding.
Every week.
Every day. You could use it every day.
Wow.
Maybe 2-3 times a week.
Okay, amazing.
And you wake up with this together.
No, I agree.
Skin and bottom.
Yeah, like already my skin's really soft.
Yeah.
This is that product is a game changer. I do love that one.
It's smooths out texture, hydration, plumps up the skin. Just, that glow that you want on the face before you apply makeup.
Oh my God.
And just makeup sits so nicely after having.
Because your skin's so moisturized.
Yeah, it's so hydrated.
Could you use
hydration is such an important thing
with makeup?
Just generally.
Just general.
I think people forget that a lot of the conditions they have can be actually minimized if you just hydrate your skin properly. So even having like a dark shadow or pigmentation, not the true pigmentation, there are pigmentation that you get from like dry skin, for example, eczema. If you just hydrate your skin, not eczema, if you hydrate your skin, it actually gets rid of a lot of that shadow. And just makes you feel so much more nicer.
Yeah,
so a lot of my treatments are based around hydration.
Because whenever I do see you, actually, my skin is glowing and I do feel super hydrated afterwards. No, I love these. These are okay.
These are
so could you use this, let's say, in the morning off your wedding? Or would you say the night before?
I would say the night before, just so that it gives your skin enough time for it to seep in.
Yeah.
You don't want, personally, when I do makeup, I don't like oily sort of base. You want a moisturized, hydrated base, but it gives you enough time for it to seep in and do the work.
And this goes on as a last step?
As the last step, the night before.
Okay,
before
fine.
An event and you wake up, you're obviously still going to cleanse your face in the morning.
Yeah. Double cleanse?
No. So you would have already double cleansed at night. You would have done your whole routine at night.
Yeah.
In the morning, I know there are people think that you don't need to wash your face in the morning. You can just use water. But I think it's always good to get rid of any oils that your skin builds up overnight.
Yeah. From the pillow.
Your pillow's got germs on it.
Yeah.
Bacteria on it. Even if you change your pillow, you get dust falling.
Yeah, of course.
So it's always good to just get, have a nice clean face in the morning. And that's going to get rid of any excess oil and any noise that you're using at night.
Yeah.
And then just apply your moisturizer in the morning.
So
prep for makeup.
Skin pad, moisturizer.
SPF every day.
Ooh.
So important.
Okay, I have a question. Yes. Would you use, because I know this brand is amazing, would you use this on your wedding day? Is it flashback reasons or?
So yeah, when I did makeup, well, I still do makeup, but not as much, but with my brides, I never used to put SPF on.
I don't.
It's a one day, just fine. You're not going to be in the sun lounging.
Yeah.
Not that you shouldn't wear makeup, SPF every day. You should wear it every day, even if it's raining and snowing outside.
Yeah.
But that one day, just because of flash photography, flashback, like you said, I would just avoid wearing SPF. If it's in your moisturizer, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you apply your moisturizer on brides.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to.
I don't do SPF.
Different textures, so it really depends. If you've applied a moisturizer which doesn't sit well with this SPF, or with an SPF, and then you're going to get that pilling.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah.
So I always tell brides to just
don't wear SPF.
Just wear your moisturizer.
Yeah.
Not even heavy serums, because you don't know how it's going to work with the makeup.
Yeah.
So that's why the night before prep is so important. So in the morning, it's just gentle moisturizer and your makeup.
And then you just need, literally in the morning, serum or like a hyaluronic acid and then a moisturizer.
It depends on the skin. Like sometimes you won't even need hyaluronic acid.
Just a moisturizer.
Because it can pill as well, again, depending on the texture.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't need to do a whole 7-step routine in the morning. I know some makeup artists do. They'll do like a full facial.
Yeah.
And for me, one of my brides told me that she had a makeup artist who was doing like a full facial in the morning.
Yeah.
And if, as a makeup artist, you've never done a facial on this client, you're risking
that scares me.
That client breaking out, or it might have an irritation on the day of the wedding.
100%.
You don't know how their skin reacts. You're not a skincare therapist.
Yeah.
So maybe avoid doing the facial in the morning.
100%.
Just keep it simple. Do your moisturizer that you normally use, or your primer that you normally use.
Or like a sheet mask. Sheet masks are really gentle.
Very gentle. The hydration.
Yeah.
anything that doesn't sort of make the makeup change its
Yeah.
consistency.
So the night before
So important.
is super important.
Yes.
Whether it's an event, whether it's your wedding, or just like anything really, but night
Any
before is
event,
super
yeah,
important.
Any event.
And then on the day, just keep it super
Yes.
simple.
I just had a client who is going to an award ceremony tomorrow.
Oh,
So just done her facial now.
yeah.
And I've told her in the evening, just pop the hydra capsule on.
Yeah.
And in the morning, she's going to wake up with super soft,
And that's
smooth
it.
skin.
And then you just need
Then
to,
you just do your makeup.
yeah, it does make a
It makes
difference.
such a big
Because
difference.
I've used these products, so I know that it does. That's why I recommend everyone to Jazz.
Thank
What's
you.
this? What's your...
Okay, so
What's that?
these are... So I follow a 100% sort of skincare routine.
Okay.
100% being 50% topical products, which are the products that I would recommend for your skincare.
Okay.
And then 50% is internal skincare.
Oh.
So I use a brand called Advanced Nutrition Program. So I have a background where I was working in a nutraceutical company. So I do understand vitamins and supplements
Amazing. Yeah.
as well. So again, just like any brands out there, any industry, you get the cheaper versions.
Yeah.
You get the ones that have a lot of research behind them.
Mhm.
And for me, this brand has a lot of research. They have a lot of studies behind them. They are actually a sister brand of Environ. They're under the same umbrella.
Oh, okay, fine.
And they're produced here. They're skincare supplements, basically. So you are not only are you providing topical skincare to your skin, you're actually feeding the skin internally.
Okay.
So you get the internal skincare and the
Yeah.
topical skincare. You got 100% skincare. So a lot of the issues that you see on the skin,
Yeah.
the concerns like acne, a lot of it stems from inside, from like your gut,
Yep.
even psoriasis, eczema.
I have psoriasis, by the way, so I fully agree with this.
So and you've been following, your Ayurvedic
Yeah.
path, which again is internal.
Yep. Gut health.
It's gut health. So a lot of it stems from the gut.
Yeah.
So even they say that even if you've had one course of antibiotics,
Yeah.
you should be on a course of probiotics to balance that gut out again.
Probiotics.
So probiotics are a must.
Yeah. Oh my
you
God,
know,
they're
if you-
game changers.
Game changers for acne, for pigmentation, for stress on the skin, inflammation on the skin, anything. If you help balance the gut, it actually reflects on your skin.
Oh, this is quite
So
nice.
it's just one a day. You get different ones for different sort of.
So you would actually put, let's say, brides onto something like this if you
The
feel...
most basic it would be a probiotic.
Oh,
I would
amazing.
recommend.
So it's not
And
just...
so most of my brides
Yeah.
have actually been on internal supplements as well. Only then you would get those full results.
Yeah.
Because it's okay. Well, it's not enough to just do topical skincare anymore.
No.
Because
I agree.
It's a holistic whole
Yep.
approach.
Yeah.
So you would be on probiotics. There is also sort of like a book for a month. Skin Ultimate. I'll take it out for you.
What's that?
So it's like
Oh my God.
pods. So it's like a 1 month supply
That's really cool.
of different supplements for you to take. So vitamin A,
They're all different.
they're all different. So in here you get I never remember.
Yeah.
So you
too
get
much.
vitamin A and antioxidant capsule. You get your omegas. So omegas are amazing at
Yeah.
hydrating your skin
Yeah.
internally. So lots of different supplements in here for you. You can have a look.
Oh my God, I
It's so
didn't
easy
actually know
just
about
to
this.
tear a pod off and just keep it in your
Yeah,
bag.
look.
You tear
Oh,
them
that's
off.
really cool.
And keep it in your bag. Just take it with you and have it with food. This reflects so nicely on the skin. Obviously, it's not just a 1 month thing because these are supplements.
Yeah.
It's not a quick change. You want to be on them for at least minimum 3 months
Okay.
to see a change. So there's products for pigmentation. There's products for eczema, psoriasis. Not that I can claim that they're going to fix it because you can't fix
No, but
psoriasis
it'll
or
reduce
eczema,
it.
but it helps maintain sort of balance and reduce any sort of inflammation, reduce the effects of it.
Keyword, inflammation.
Is so important. Yeah, it's so important to keep that down
Yeah.
in all aspects: pigmentation, acne, eczema, psoriasis. So the omegas in here really help hydrate internally,
Oh, wow.
and also help decrease inflammation.
Yeah.
So if you're on those, and then you're doing a topical,
It's a game
skincare,
changer.
and also things like LED treatment, it will really help to calm your inflammation down.
LED, because so I have psoriasis, but mine's on my you've seen it. It's on my abdomen, on my back, it's in my head. And I've noticed when you use that, what's that machine called?
The Tri-Wave LED.
That machine, when you've used it on me, it has really calmed down my skin. Yeah. Like, really has.
So it's one of the very few machines that's actually been recommended or supported by the Royal Psoriasis Society.
Yeah.
Excuse me if I've got that wrong in terms of the name of the society. But it's a medical grade LED machine. So it's actually in some hospitals as well. There are different, just like any product, like I said earlier, you get different versions of LED. You get versions that aren't, they're like marketed as, the big face LEDs. It really depends on the wavelengths that they hit the LED lights and the number of lights and even the colors. So you've got colors like green and yellow, which aren't really going to do anything. So it's really important to make sure you get the right device. So this device is actually something that does work, and it's in hospitals. And I've seen changes, like you've seen changes. I have a client who had psoriasis in her hair. We just did one session, and it really helped to calm it down. It's not going to get rid of it,
but it
when
calms
you're having
it.
A flare up,
It's so nice.
You really want it to get, get the inflammation down. You come in for a few sessions, and it will help calm it down.
Because it gets so itchy. Can you use it on the face?
The LED?
Yeah. That machine?
Yeah, I use it. Literally, most of my clients have it on their face. Because not only does if it's not only for like concerns like psoriasis, eczema. So someone who wants just skin rejuvenation.
Is that the machine you use on me for light? I thought it were two different machines.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so light.
It's because you have your goggles on when you're on the
I can't
face,
see.
So you don't know which machine I put on you. So it's the same machine. It does just different settings for different concerns.
Okay, so LED. Let's talk about that because that's another huge topic that everyone like. What does it do? Like, what is it?
So it's basically using light therapy to help the skin.
Okay.
So depending on what the concerns are, you've got red light, which helps stimulate collagen.
Okay.
It helps with fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah.
Also helps reduce pigmentation.
Oh, wow.
And then you've got near infrared in there as well, which is the most healing wavelength. It's actually one of the deepest wavelengths. So I actually combine those together when we're treating psoriasis or eczema or even fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah.
It'll just really help rejuvenate the skin. You've got the blue light, which really helps control oils and balance any sort of redness in the skin. If you've got acne, that helps. You have to be careful with blue light, just because we do pigment, and blue light, some people say it does make pigmentation a little bit worse. So you don't want to do too much blue light. But again, you can study more into that. So it really depends what your concerns are, but it's an amazing treatment just to have as an add-on. So a lot of my clients have it as an add-on to their facials, just for that super boost of light therapy. It makes such a difference. It's incorporated into my signature treatment as well. It just gives such a good glow to the skin.
Because I know, talking about Kieran again, actually, she used the machine, right? No, did she take it home or something?
So I have the home version as well. Which some of my clients, you can rent it out. So one of my recent brides as well, she took it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the wedding. And just does it every day. Just red light and near infrared, depending on what I told her to do.
Okay.
So you're actually having a treatment every day at home.
Your skin is going to be 10-10.
Skin on them when you went to you saw her, you've seen her on.
I know who you're talking about.
Her skin is amazing. She looked amazing.
Flawless.
So you can actually, and you don't have to be a bride to rent this out. You can actually rent it out for a week or two if you've got an event or you just need your skin to calm down, take it home.
Because people buy these like masks now.
I'd rather you just rent this.
From wherever. There's loads available. Don't fall for that, guys.
You need to make sure it actually does what it says. Read the reviews.
Because it's your face as well.
And the good thing about the one that you can rent from home for home use, you can actually put it flat onto your tummy. You can put it onto your knees. Great. So the Tri-Wave is great for muscle pain as well. So anyone who has muscle injuries, back injuries, neck, like a sore neck, it really helps.
I didn't know that.
And calm it down.
It's like arthritis and stuff like that.
Amazing for that.
Oh my god, because of my psoriasis, I've got psoriatic arthritis. Especially in the winter, my joints are really bad. So
come and have the LED.
I will actually.
Or you rent the home use LED out for a couple of sessions. And the good thing is when you're taking it home, I don't know if your partner's using it or your daughter's using it. Everyone, literally the family gets
Everyone
to use it.
can use it.
So it's a good thing to have that you can just take away and use. If you can't even make it to, to have a treatment, it's something that you can still have at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're a bride, you don't have time to go back and forth.
No. But you don't go to people's houses and do treatment.
I wouldn't be able to carry that big machine.
Yeah, I was going to say there's so much to carry. And where are you based?
I'm based in New Denham.
Yeah. So it's I feel like it's quite local.
Quite local to everyone.
I say that.
Good connections. The A40 there, M4 is there.
Yeah, exactly. And you're
I
literally.
have to come from like 45 minutes, an hour away.
Because it's worth it.
No, thank you.
No, it is. And then you give like a massage as well, which is quite nice.
Nice and relaxing.
Oh my God. Okay, so what have we spoken about? I feel like we've
covered all bases.
Covered everything. I think LED, microneedling were like the two things that a lot of my clients ask me about. Are there any other treatments that you would sort of like recommend?
It depends. For me, it depends what the skin concern is and what your end goal is.
What chemical peels?
Chemical peels.
They're quite popular.
Chemical peels are good. I'm not of the thought that you should be stripping the skin fully. There are times when you do need to, but I'm not that therapist for that.
Yeah.
I do more superficial, medium depth peels. Because I work with a lot of Fitzpatrick 4-5s, which is more brown Asian skin. You want to be careful with peeling the skin too deep, because you don't want to risk that inflammation and dermal sort of pigment happening, burning the skin basically. So I keep it quite superficial.
Okay.
Enough for
so not too heavy.
The result that you want.
What will you get from chemical? Like, what are they for?
It's like an exfoliation. It depends what peel you're using.
Yeah.
So I have like a lactic acid peel, for example, from Environ, which is a cool peel. It actually doesn't burn the skin at all. You apply it, actually cools out, so it doesn't. It's stingy in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like, oh my God, get it off me. And that just helps exfoliate the skin, hydrate the skin, because lactic acid is known to hydrate the skin, even out the skin tone, help out texture. I have something called Bio Repeal, which
I see that on your Instagram all the time.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. You don't actually need to prep the skin for Bio Repeal, but I would never do a treatment a peel on someone who I've never treated before. So a lot of places. Actually, I will say this: a lot of places do microneedling or peels just on a first-time client. Because they don't have that sort of like a relationship with the client. They'll just do it.
No, but that's scary.
Come in and do the treatment and you're off on your way. They don't even get aftercare recommendations.
This is wild to me, the aftercare for microneedling. People, like a lot of my clients,
they go back and use their own stuff.
No. Oh my God, that's scary.
And for me, because mine's more of a journey, I want to get to know you. I'm going to be treating your skin. I don't want to make it worse. I want to make it better. There are times where like if we're treating acne, like purge. So I had one client who's been with me for a year now. The goal was to get off the medication. She had acne, but not as severe, but to get off the medication, because the medication was suppressing the acne. And so I did say to her, there are going to be times where it's actually going to get 100 more times worse. And it did, but she was consistent, and I just talked her through it, walked her through it. And now, if you've seen her results are on my page, the most recent ones, we're now doing microneedling, because we've corrected the acne, the active acne. Now we're going to work on the scarring, and it's amazing. Like, her skin looks amazing.
But it took a year.
It wasn't. We do internal supplements. We did a whole course of LED before even touching the skin. So the LED helped control that inflammation. We were on supplements and home care before I even did any treatments on her. It was literally a course of LED. And then we started doing some maintenance, like some oxygen treatments. The oxygen.
Oh yes, amazing.
So oxygen's very healing and kills any bacteria. Did oxygen on her. Then we started doing some Bio Repeal to help the last bit of acne that was there.
Oh my God.
Did a course of that. And now finally we're on to Skin Pen, which is going to help with the scarring.
Skin Pen's and microneedling.
Yeah. So it's a whole process. And throughout this, she's been consistent with her home care, with her supplements, because they work hand in hand again with that 100% skincare. So it's so important to have a whole round approach, not just, you want microneedling, that's fine, come, let's do one treatment. You're not going to get the results that you want.
It slightly hurts as well.
You're going to get put off, because you're not going to be informed of what the treatment involves, what aftercare you need, what products you should be prepping with before having the treatment.
Yeah.
It's so important with peels and microneedling to make sure that you're prepped beforehand.
Oh my God.
Because you can cause more pigmentation if you're not prepped properly. I don't know what your skin's going to react like. So if I've worked on it a couple of times, I know that your skin will be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's very important where you go and what kind of approach they have to skincare.
But the aftercare is
so important. I find it so amazing when clients come to me and say they had a peel at this place and they didn't recommend any skincare to them. It's not about selling products. It's about knowing that your client is going home with products that you know is going to get them the best results.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Otherwise, why are you doing what you're doing? You're just doing it for work.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And or they might not be that knowledgeable about it, which is quite scary.
Yeah, maybe. Or for me, facials, I am a facialist, so it's I realized quite early on that that's something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So I want that transformation. I want it more than you do. I want to make sure that we've covered all bases and you're going to get those results. Eventually, I don't know how long it's going to take, but we will get there.
But it's also a bit of and don't be disheartened when your skin might, for example, purge or something, because you can get over that.
I have sometimes you can tell the clients that aren't going to be consistent or lose hope halfway through.
Yeah.
But the ones that have stayed consistent, you can see because you've seen their results.
Yeah, you can tell.
So consistency is a part of the game.
And I wanted to touch on like threading, waxing the face. People shave their face. Like, when should you do that in between these facials?
Okay, so things like laser hair removal. You want to wait 2 weeks before and after a facial. Okay. Botox fillers. That's something that we haven't spoken about.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So Botox fillers. It's not something that I do.
Yeah.
I personally think it should be left to a medic, sort of esthetician, someone who's medically trained.
Yeah.
Just because of the complications that can happen. And those you want to wait, depending on what it is, like 2 weeks again before and after a facial.
Yeah.
And it's, I kind of bridge that gap between fluffy facials. Fluffy facials and aesthetics. So I'm in the middle there.
Yeah.
Where, people that don't really want to go down the injectables, or people and fluffy facials where they just don't do anything. It's like nice to have.
Yeah.
But Botox and fillers actually, sometimes they work nicely with skin, like what I do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that you have to have one or the other.
Okay.
They work, you can work
well together. Oh, that's good for people to know.
Yeah, because sometimes no matter how much needling or peels you do, you're not going to get rid of that really deep line.
Yeah.
And that's where you can get some Botox or something new like polynucleotides.
Oh my God, what's that?
That's
a new word.
From
what?
Yeah, let's not get into that.
Oh my God.
So it can work hand in hand. I just need, it's something that everybody has now.
Yeah.
It's not a taboo subject anymore.
Yeah. That's so true.
It works together. Right?
That's interesting, because I didn't even think of that. I just thought of like the waxing and the shaving the face and well, actually, I did want to ask you this. What's better? Shaving the face, like dermaplaning?
Oh, dermaplaning, yeah.
Or waxing or threading? Or does it depend?
So waxing, I don't like on the face because it pulls the skin and eventually you're going to just age quicker because it's trauma to the skin. Right?
Oh my God, so many people wax their face.
Yeah, so many people wax their face. I try and get them off that. So I'd rather you do laser hair removal or threading, because threading is less trauma. It's just literally just
pulling the skin,
pulling the hair, not the skin.
Yeah.
So waxing, definitely not.
Okay.
Dermaplaning. So dermaplaning is another one like that hydrofacial sort of complication. So I actually trained with to do dermaplaning.
Yeah.
And once I started doing a few treatments, I realized this is not for me. It's adding no benefit to the skin. It's not a skin treatment.
Okay.
Whereas a lot of people think, oh, it's amazing. I'm going to get rid of like dead
peach fuzz.
Skin. You want to get rid of peach fuzz? Just shave your face.
Yeah.
Right? Well, which dermaplaning really is. It's like close shave.
Is it a glorified version
of
shave?
Okay. So you get the dermaplaning, you get the razors on Amazon. They're not dermaplaning blades.
Okay.
They're just razors.
Yeah.
So there is, again, 2 different versions there. You get the ones on Amazon, which are just razors,
which aren't good for your face.
Which if you have to shave, you have to shave, right?
Okay.
It really depends on if you've got active acne or you've got irritation. I would avoid it. But
Fine.
if you've got PCOS and you need to shave every day,
then it's okay.
You've got to do it, right?
Yeah.
It's a way of hair removal. As long as you're not irritating the skin.
Okay.
And you're protecting the skin afterwards and beforehand, make it like hydrated, make sure you're not dry shaving. Then it's fine, right?
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and that's going to irritate the skin. But dermaplaning, it actually gets rid of a few of the dead skin layers, and actually I find dehydrates the skin and causes sometimes a lot more skin concerns. So someone who is prone to acne, you should avoid it completely.
Yeah.
In the beginning, yes, you have it done. You're like, oh my God, my skin is baby smooth.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It's like glass.
But in the long run,
because you've literally stripped it. And then give it a week.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel like dry and dehydrated. And
oh my God.
So I actually stopped. I took it off my menu. I stopped doing it completely within a couple of weeks, because it's providing no benefit to the skin.
But see, someone like me, I'd fall for the marketing.
People think, oh yes,
yeah,
the products are penetrating so much more better when you're done.
This is interesting.
No, they're not. It's just your skin is super smooth because you got rid of those dead skin. Yeah. It's not even dead skin layers. They're skin layers that you're taking
that you need.
They're there for protection.
So what would you recommend then for brides, how to get rid of their
laser? If you can do laser, then do laser
and
or do threading. Keep
it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. If you need to shave, you shave. Just don't dry shave.
Yeah.
And just make sure your skin's hydrated after, and you're not using like perfumed products or anything afterwards to irritate the skin.
So when you say shave, what kind of product should you put before to then remove the hair? Like an oil or
just a cleanser.
Oh really?
You could just it's just about making it lubricated and make sure that it's not wet. Because
some people use an oil.
You could use an oil.
Okay, so there's no right or wrong.
Yeah, as long as it's, for me, I feel like as long as it's fine for your skin and it's makes you like a little bit more softer.
Okay, yeah.
It's not dry.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't know this.
Avoiding, maybe you don't cut yourself and stuff.
Yeah, because I've had laser done on my face, but obviously like with hormones and age and stuff, like it comes and goes, especially my upper lip. So I do shave, but I always apply an oil first.
You could just use so when you're washing your face in the morning, cleansing, just keep your cleanser on and shave
and just do it. Oh, I'm going to start doing that actually.
Lady shaving is such a taboo subject, but when you do laser, they shave your face.
You have to shave, yeah. They ask you to.
I remember the first time I got it done on my legs, and they just dry shaved. Oh my God, it hurts.
It hurts, yeah.
Because it was dry shaving. So always make sure your face is wet, or with a cleanser or oil. Yeah, works for you. And just make sure you get it off.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I could talk to you about skin for ages, but I'll probably wrap it up now and probably get you back in as well to talk about everything else to do with skin. But what are your Instagram handles? I know you're not on TikTok, but you are on Instagram.
I haven't TikTok handle, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, fine.
On there. But Instagram is Beauty Divine Clinic.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
And everyone can just DM you if they want to book.
DM me on there. My website's nearly up and running. It's beautydivineclinic.com.
Okay.
So hopefully that should be up soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the time this airs.
Yeah.
And if you need to book appointments, you can either message me on Instagram, or there's a link on my Instagram which shows my availability. In terms of if you're a first-time client, I always get everybody to book in as a new client and with a consultation and a treatment. So then I tailor the treatment to how I feel their skin needs at that time.
It's all very bespoke.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through a whole list of 100 facials. Which one shall I have? I'll do the work for you.
That's honestly why I like coming to you, because I don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Because you just tell me what to do. Yeah. And like some months I might be able to afford something and other months I might not. So you recommend something according to my price range at that time.
And it depends on your mood. Like if you prefer something a bit more relaxing this time, that's fine. We'll do something a bit more chilled.
Yeah.
Or if you want something more results driven because you go on an event, then we'll do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, well, thank you
for today. So much for having me.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the good stuff. And yeah, I will catch you in the next episode of the Inside Makeup Podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye.